Technonauts is a podcast that deep dives into digital transformation, startups, and technology. Hosted by AI hosts Ted and Samantha, Technonauts helps startup founders and mid-sized business owners navigate the world of technopreneurship. This episode of Technonauts is brought to you by Xamun, an AI-augmented software development platform that helps startups and mid-sized businesses successfully launch custom web and mobile apps 4 times faster. For more information about Xamun, visit www.xamun.ai. That's Xamun.ai. Episode 8. What you are missing out on by not going digital.
Right, so diving in today, and this one's going to hit home for a lot of you, I think. We're talking about that digital footprint we all leave behind, or maybe the one your business doesn't even have yet, you know? And this article we're diving into, what are you missing out on by not being digital? Straight from Xamun, well, we kind of landed in our laps for a reason. And we're here to sift through the noise and see what's really what.
The cheap title, gotta give them that.
Right.
It's like they know exactly what buttons to press, especially these days with how fast tech moves. That whole fear of missing out thing.
No kidding. And they hit you with it right away, too. Over half the world's on smartphones now.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean scrolling through cat videos, but like actually using them, ordering groceries, managing their money, the whole 9 yards. So naturally, the article is saying, hey, businesses, you need your own app to keep up. But is it really that simple? What do you think?
Well, they're not wrong about 2024 being all about that direct connection, that's for sure. Having that line straight to the customer. But, and maybe it's just me, I feel like they're kind of glossing over the finer points a bit, don't you think? Like, it's not just about having an app, it's got to be a good app, one that actually does something worthwhile for the user.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit. The article throws out these big numbers, 6.8 billion mobile users, 85% of adults in the U.S. glued to their phones. It's like they're painting this picture of a massive audience just sitting around waiting for your app to appear.
Yeah, and those numbers are hard to ignore for sure, but it's like, what are those users actually doing on those phones? That's the important part. It's not just about how many people, but how their behavior has changed. We're past just social media now. People are making big decisions like spending serious money right from those little screens.
It's true. There really is an app for everything these days. Or like I can basically run my entire life from my phone at this point. But how does that translate to, actually running a business? Is everyone just supposed to drop everything and start building apps now?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And this article seems to think the answer is a big fat yes. They've got a whole list of supposed benefits. Customer convenience, direct marketing, loyalty programs, standing out from the competition, app-only features, the whole shebang.
And they don't hold back either, right? It's like rapid-fire sales pitch mode, reach customers 24/7, personalized offers, the power of geolocation. You get the idea. But are they, overselling it?
It's possible, yeah. I mean, they're definitely highlighting the good stuff, but each of these so-called benefits, well, they come with their own baggage, Take convenience, for example. A badly designed app, that's way more annoying than just not having one at all.
Oh, for sure. I can't tell you how many apps I've deleted because they were just more trouble than they were worth. Clunky, confusing, hidden fees. It's like, no thanks, I'll stick to your website.
Exactly. And then you've got direct marketing. Yeah, okay, you can reach people directly, but if you're blasting them with irrelevant junk, that's a quick way to get blocked. Or worse, uninstalled.
It's a fine line, right? Being there without being too there. Providing value, not just being another notification. What about the whole loyalty thing? Everyone wants loyal customers. And app's the answer, right?
Loyalty is a tricky one. I mean, an app can be great for rewarding those repeat customers, sure, but you gotta offer something worthwhile. Exclusive content, personalized stuff, making the experience super smooth. You can't just slap on a digital punch card and expect miracles.
So not just any app. It's got to be a good app, right? One that makes things better for the customer, not worse.
Yeah.
Which, I guess, brings us to that next big promise. Getting ahead of the competition. In a crowded market, having an app, that's got to count for something. But is it always enough?
That's where it gets interesting. See, the app world, it's a jungle out there. Think about your own phone for a sec. How many apps do you actually use regularly?
Oh, man. Don't even get me started. I've had a whole graveyard of forgotten apps taking up space. So how do you make sure yours doesn't get lost in the shuffle?
Goes back to that unique factor, right? solving a problem better than anyone else. It's not enough to have it. People need a reason to download it and keep coming back for more.
Which leads us to that last point the article was hitting hard. App-only features. That stuff you can only get on the app. Augmented reality, location stuff, working offline. Sounds fancy, but does it actually matter to the user at the end of the day?
$1 million question right there. Easy to get caught up in the flash, the new tech. But those bells and whistles, they gotta serve a purpose. Do they make the experience better? Solve a real problem? Or are we just adding complexity for no reason?
Like with anything, it's about the problem you're solving, not just the shiny tool, right? Which, now that I think about it, the article did mention. App development, it's an investment. Not for every business, they said.
They did slip that in there, gotta give them credit. Building an app, even a simple one, that takes time, money, knowing your audience inside and out. They even admitted sometimes a good website's all you need.
Interesting. So how's a business supposed to know? App or no app, that is.
Starts with those goals, right? What are you hoping this app will even do? More sales? Happier customers? Smoother operations behind the scenes? Once you know what you're after, then you can see if an app's the right tool for the job.
And that's where it gets tricky, I bet. It's not just the upfront cost, right? You've got the upkeep, the updates, got to get the word out there. It's a whole thing.
Oh, absolutely. And this is where the article, well, they kind of show their hand a bit. They lay out all those app development headaches, but then guess what? They've got a solution, their own platform, Am.
Right. Classic, you've got a problem, we've got the answer. Move.
Yeah.
So they're subtly pointing us towards their solution, which, hey, got to respect the hustle, right? But is this Xamun thing legit? What makes it different from, any other app builder out there?
That's the question, isn't it? Always got to look under the hood. From what I've seen, they're big on streamlining, making the whole process faster and cheaper. They even talk about making it user-friendly, even for businesses that aren't, super tech-savvy.
Which, again, plays into that whole apps are scary, where do I even begin feeling. Sounds like Xamun wants to be the answer to that.
Nailed it. It's that, don't worry, we've got you covered message, making app building seem less daunting. And to be fair, they do have a point. Making these tools accessible and affordable, that's a good thing.
So for our listeners right now thinking, okay, maybe an app is a good idea for me, what are the big takeaways here? What should they be thinking about before diving in head first?
Don't just jump in because you feel like you should. That's the big one. Easy to get caught up in the hype, that fear of missing out thing. But an app's a tool at the end of the day, right? And every tool, it's only as good as the person using it, the plan they've got.
So first things first, figure out those goals. What are you even hoping to get out of this app?
Exactly. And then who are you even talking to? Who's your audience? Are they even using apps in the first place? What kind? What are they trying to solve?
And the big one, the budget. Building an app, that can get pricey, especially if you want all the fancy features.
No doubt. Be realistic about what you've got to spend and look at all the options. Maybe Xamun's the right fit for some. Others might need something more, tailor-made.
So it all boils down to research, right? Weighing those pros and cons, making a choice that makes sense for your business, your situation. No easy answers here.
Nope, not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. And that's the beauty of these deep dives, We're giving you the info, the insights, so you can make those calls yourself.
And to wrap us up, want to leave you with a little something to think about, something to chew on as you navigate this whole digital world. Imagine you could build the perfect app. Not for your business, not for anyone else, just for you. What problem does it solve? What makes your life easier, better, more fun?
Love that. It really makes you think about how tech can solve those little daily annoyances, those things we just put up with. Maybe there is an app for that, or maybe there's a whole opportunity waiting to be discovered.
Right. And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe your idea, that's the next big thing. Even if it doesn't change the world, maybe it changes your world. That's pretty cool when you think about it.
For sure. Remind us that tech, it's all about empowering people in the end, making life better, bit by bit.
And that's what we're all about here on The Deep Dive, giving you the knowledge you need to navigate this crazy digital world. Thanks for diving in with us. Until next time.
Technonauts is available on Spotify and YouTube. For more information, visit Technonauts on Facebook.